All right, we are live. Hey, how's everyone doing there tonight? We are live here for our pre-ASM webinar presentation. I hope everyone's doing well, having a great night wherever you may be across the world. We have an excellent presentation here scheduled for you. You guys you're really in for a treat. We put together a great group of experts on this panel that we have of presenters here. Everyone's going to get a chance you're going to hear from every one of us. And we're also going to get a chance to answer all your questions, whatever you have about ASM, about our bonuses, about us specifically. We're really going to get into a lot of great stuff. So I'm going to switch over to the PowerPoint presentation where we're just getting started. I'll go over the agenda and some things here at the top, and then we'll just get started right away. So I'm going to switch over, and you're going to get a chance to hear from everybody. A lot of you guys already know, hopefully, about us because we've been sharing a lot about us in our emails and our Facebook groups. So we're not going to really get into so much about us, but more so what this could do for you. So let me switch over to our presentation right now. Just give me a second here. And let me just confirm with you guys. Can you guys see the presentation window there? Someone just give me a yes on that one. Okay, perfect. All right, let's get started. This is the six-figure profit. And we're going to be talking about the Amazing Selling Machine launch. And this is a proven training course. And we're going to show you our over $20,000 in bonuses that we offer you. And plus, we're going to answer all your questions. So let's get started here right away. First of all, I want to go over the sales disclaimer because we will talk about sales figures that all of us have personally done. And I want to make sure that we disclaim them. In this presentation, we'll be referencing sales figures that have been achieved that do not reflect the average user. Average users do not implement what it usually takes to become successful, nor take the massive action that is needed for success. This presentation is therefore not a prediction of success or income levels that you can achieve, as you would have to take the action needed to succeed yourself. Everyone on this call right here has taken massive action, and we have all done and we continue to do lots of success on Amazon. So we have actually gone out there working hard. Now we're out there trying to coach you to your success as well. So I just want to send it out there. Most people are not willing to take the action it takes. This is definitely not a magic pill. It takes a lot of work to do this business, and that is for most businesses. So anyway, let's get started right away. Today's webinar, we have a lot to go over here today. We'll first do a welcome and introduction. After that, we're going to have one of our experts talk about why Amazon, the huge opportunity that is Amazon and how we can partner with them. Then we're going to say why ASM. We're going to have another expert that's going to say what ASM could do for you. And then how ASM impacts us and how it will impact you too. We're going to have someone specifically talk about how the ASM program and the Amazon business has impacted them and how it can impact you. We're going to go over our bonuses, like I said at the top here, that is worth over $20,000 in bonuses, and it basically will guarantee your success if you're willing to take the action. We'll go over all of that. We're going to go over the proven path to success with our bonuses, and just so you know, you're going to find out this too, but most of us on this call have gone through and had our success without these bonuses. It's just going to be an added benefit for you. Your path is going to be much easier than our path. And then we're going to actually take all your live questions and we're going to answer them. So make sure that before we end this call that everyone knows exactly what this is, what our bonuses are, what the program's all about, and then you'll be all set ready to go for the launch of ASM. And then we'll actually tell you how to purchase ASM and make sure that you're receiving all our bonuses. If you have to do it a certain way because you don't want to have to go through ASM without these bonuses, we'll make sure that you are going to get all of our support. So introducing the Amazon Academy, or ASM, you'll see it many different ways. But basically, you're going to be learning from the top internet marketing course ever offered online. It's called ASM. Along with working with our team of experts, we almost guarantee your success. Now, if you're not, like we said before, if you don't do things, you will not have success. You have to take the action. So again, it's very important. If you're looking for something easy, this is not it. All right. But with that said, you could take this entire business and pay outsourcers to do it for you. All right. That could totally be done. It's that kind of business where you can outsource the whole thing and scale it up. So our welcome and introduction. First, and what is it not? A lot of people that are on this call, we've been getting lots of emails and lots of posts on Facebook and different things. I can tell there's a lot of people that have done other programs, maybe done other business opportunities or MLMs, that sort of thing. ASM, first of all, is not a multi-level marketing. It isn't something that you need to recruit other people for. It is your own business. ASM is partnering, teaching you how to partner selling your own products on Amazon. And a lot of times we've seen these comments come out too. It's like, well, I don't have my own products. We're going to go over all that. ASM teaches you how to find the products that are selling, how to get them and have them made yourself with your own brand, and then market them to top the competition. That's really the basic plan of the whole operation, but it is many different things that are happening within that. So what it is not? It is not something that is, first of all, a fly-by-night operation here. Amazon.com. Amazon.com now has been around since really the beginning of the internet from the late 1990s. Started with books, and some people don't even realize that how many different things are sold on Amazon now. But most of the stuff that's sold on Amazon isn't from Amazon. They're people just like you see here, us, people that are on here that we actually market our own products. We just partner with Amazon. And so Amazon's not going away anytime soon. All right. Another thing, what it is not. This is not a little training program where they teach you a few things and then it's gone. As you'll hear from a lot of us on this call, we've been around for quite some time. I've been doing this for a year now. I personally started the ASM business in this month, last year, actually, October 2013, and created a multi-million-dollar business inside of a year. Some of you guys have already seen my stats. If you haven't seen it, we can post them again later. But a lot of us have been doing this for a very long time. So we have a proven track record of success from thousands of ASM students from the first 3 launches. This is actually the 4th time that ASM is launching. The first 3 times, in fact, there was actually a program prior to the first launch, and you'll hear from Peter, who actually was part of that group, and then a bunch of us have come down to the ASM 1, 2, and 3, and right now I believe that there's, of all the students in ASM, that last I heard, this was at the event in July, that they said that the ASM students, all ASM students combined, are making at least $15 million in retail sales a month. Okay, that's all the students combined, and that's just the people that are reporting their numbers. So that is quite successful, and it shows that there's success across the board. Later on, we'll actually show you people that are achieving success in the last 30 days in our back office of ASM. So why should you listen to us? Well, first of all, I hope you've seen a lot of different things that we've been posting showing our numbers. Between the people that are on this call right now, our team of experts, between the 10 of us, the 10 of us are making a combined income of retail sales on Amazon of more than $1 million a month. That's one of the reasons why you should listen to us. Okay, we are doing it. We're right there in a trench around and promote different programs. We specifically sell on Amazon. That's what we all do. So as you hear some of us speak, we're not professional speakers. In fact, Janae did a video on their site, and she said right from the beginning, she goes, we're not video editing experts. We're not speakers. You know, this is just what we on Amazon. And here now, we have bonuses that are worth over $20,000 for those of you who will purchase ASM as it opens here through us and our links. Those bonuses, like I said, you'll see will be coaching you to success. And this is just a limited time opportunity. We share with you that ASM had 3 other launches. It launches for about a week, week and a half tops, and then it closes down. The doors close. You cannot get into it. Once the doors are closed, you have to wait for possibly it launching again. The last time it launched was in March. It was March or April, and it's been closed since. So this is your opportunity. It opens again tomorrow, and it will close as soon as they get enough students. Probably not more than a week and a half. And what's great about this, big time different than most opportunities probably you've ever done, is that there's a full 100% guarantee, which comes from ASM. They really go over and beyond, because you'll see tomorrow in the video that is launched that they actually will guarantee, I think, up to $1,000 of inventory. Plus, we have our own bonuses, which is going to virtually guarantee your success. So you really cannot fail. Either you do it or you get your money back, and that's the biggest no-brainer that you can imagine. So with that, let's go to Jeff, and he's going to talk about why Amazon. And I have a quick little screenshot of Jeff there. Him and his business partner, I believe that's a screenshot from just this year, has done over 632, and this was taken a month ago. A month ago, he was at over $632,000 in retail sales on Amazon. So, Jeff, are you there?
I am, Dave. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, so just to give everybody just a little bit of background on myself and kind of where I come from and how I fit into what we're doing today here. Started on Amazon in 2007 with actually a company that was not mine. I was an employee. We started out with 4 people. Um, that's the owners included. There was 2 owners, so there was 4 of us that started. And within, I would say, 6 months, we were doing well over $1 million in sales. And the difference between then and now was we were selling other people's items, right? So some of the national brands you may recognize, like Tide and Crest and face razors and anything you can think of, we were selling it. If we could buy it from a distribution center or anything like that. So most of the products were already moving. Now, a lot of people may say, well, okay, so you just joined ASM. Don't you have a leg up on other people? Yes, in some ways. But one of the things I can bring to the group is that experience with me. One of the other things that keep in mind was we weren't selling our own products. We've always sold other people's products. So it was really just a buy and sell deal. We weren't pushing product. We weren't learning how to market. We weren't doing any of that. So the Amazon side of things, yes, understood very easily, but the side of how to market my own brand, how to market my own products, that's what I've learned in the ASM system. So just want to dive in real quick, just kind of about the best things about why this program is the best thing out there now. And in August of this year, and this is point 1, Amazon reached over 80 million people. Now you may say to yourself, well, Google probably had more than that. Well, Google's not a buying platform. Google is a search engine, right? So a lot of their searches come from people maybe looking for information, not necessarily with their wallets out ready to buy product. So you have to look at them as people willing to buy product or ready to buy product. And most of their information is already in the system. So really it's 1 or 2 clicks for them to buy a product. So just think about 80 million people. If you can grab a fraction of that business, you can create wealth beyond your wildest imaginations. And that's what the ASM program does, is teaches you how to do that. My second point here will be Amazon's growing and creating new opportunities every day. Not only are the categories growing, not only is there new product launches all the time, but they're opening up to Japan, UK, China, Canada. And they make it easy to reach those audience via the FBA program, which I'll get into a little bit here in a minute. One of the things that is great about Amazon is they allow you to ship, pack, pull the product to the customer. They do it for you. You send in one big shipment to them, they handle the rest of it. So you can really focus on pushing your products, okay? One of the other things I want to mention here is Amazon does more business than Walmart, Sears, Rakuten, and eBay put together in a year. So you can imagine how many people that is and what the sales are available there. And I look at it this way: if I'm not selling product on Amazon, somebody else is. So if you put it in that terms to yourself and say, I can do this, this is a very viable program, and you can create numbers that are beyond your wildest imagination. So for me, it was an easy step to take. Amazon already has traffic. So one of the things that a lot of guys say, well, why don't I just create my own website and go in that direction? Well, the problem with that is you're constantly driving traffic. You're always driving traffic to your website, right? And if you stop driving traffic, a lot of times you stop getting traffic. Well, with Amazon, if you give it a little love, meaning you give it a little traffic, the customers are already there. They're going to give you traffic back. There's customers there looking to buy a product, and that's why I put my products on Amazon. The final point, it's a sustainable business model. Amazon's been around for a very long time. I've been operating on there since 2007. Obviously, in January, I started operating by myself, or actually with a partner. But for the most part, I had to start over. And you know, in 6 months to be able to do the numbers I'm doing, you know, it was a lot of hard work. And I hear a lot of people say, I saw a lot of comments in the Facebook group about, well, you know, it's just not achievable in that amount of time, or, you know, how am I going to get the money to pay for the program? Like I posted in there, I sold my TV. I sold a bunch of stuff I actually really didn't want to sell. In a yard sale, I sold it on Craigslist. I sold it on Backpage. And I did it all within about 2 weeks to get into the program. Because, take it from me, and you can take this as an example, I already knew what Amazon could produce. But I didn't have the personal means to join a program to teach me how to market my own products or anything like that. But I needed the program, and I knew I needed it. So I created the funds to be able to do it. So I think if you put focus into what you want to do, whether it's start a business, make extra money, whatever it is, ASM, you can't go wrong with it. And I'm completely impressed with what Matt and Jason have put together. And that's why, to be honest with you, I'll promote it. Not only because I want to see people succeed, but I also want to see, you know, a community put together of sellers that are selling and creating information with each other, sharing information. I mean, that's really the benefit that I get out of it, is the information sharing between other sellers and just helping each other out at the end of the day. But yeah, Amazon is the biggest opportunity there is.
All right, Jeff, thank you very much for sharing that. I definitely appreciate that. Jeff, did you share what the other, you know, when you worked on Amazon for the other company, what kind of money you guys were doing through that company?
Yeah, we actually did over, let's see, it would have been about a 6-year period of time. We did $250 million worth of business. If anyone wants to private message me and ask me who they are, I may be able to head you in that right direction. But unfortunately, I can't say who the company was. But yeah, we did a lot of business, and you know, coming up on the holiday season, actually, come to speak of, business gets even better, right? Everyone's business goes up even during the holidays. So during that period of time, we were selling everything from Sam's Club, Walmart. We sent trucks out to Walmart. We were selling all that stuff. We were selling everything. So sky's the limit with Amazon. I mean, just about everything can be sold on Amazon.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that, Jeff. With that said, though, there are specific products that you will learn with ASM that will actually work better, especially for marketing ourselves for weight reasons and cost reasons. But
sure,
we'll go through that another time. Obviously, that'll be part of the course. So, all right, Jeff, thank you. Let's go on to our next person here who's going to be talking about why ASM, and that is Peter Carr. He's one of our amazing selling machine experts. Peter Carr, why is he one of our experts? Well, there's a screenshot, again, from last month, almost a month ago, a little more than a month ago, actually. I guess I'll get my dates straight here. Peter, this year alone, has already, a month ago, in the first 9 months or 8.5 months, he's done over $614,000 in retail sales on Amazon. So Peter knows what he's talking about here, too. Peter, are you there?
I am, Dave. Thank you.
Well, Peter, tell us, you know, why ASM? What's so special about ASM? You know, obviously we can see why we want to sell on Amazon from Jeff there, but what's so special about ASM?
Well, thanks, Dave. In my opinion, it's what ASM can do for you. And in one word, my answer would be that would be freedom. Now, having said that, I'm a bit of a dreamer. I found ASM before it was ASM. The program started out in December of 12, I guess, is when I found it. January of 13 is when I really got started with the private label effort through ASM. But if you've ever, I'm a dreamer. I confess to that. But if you've ever dreamed of your freedom, whether it's financial freedom, time freedom, freedom from fear and worry and stress, or all of the above, ASM can be your vehicle to that freedom. You may have read my little short story I put on the group page. I pretty much bared my soul regarding my journey with ASM. I did it with little to no money, all in my part-time. There was no group like the one you're having offered to you today. I was very much alone in my pursuit. This group is able to offer their experiences, insights, techniques, tactics, strengths, successes, all of the above, and then some. I did this pretty much alone, working late at night, mostly on weekends. I didn't want to say anything to anybody I knew because I wanted to make sure it worked before I started talking about it. And I also delayed all of my gratification. I literally put everything I earned back into the business and worked at it diligently. I finally got my 100K badge, and for those of you that will soon find out about the badge system, it's absolutely fantastic. But the 100K badge is earning is 100,000 in sales in a 30-day period. And it was well over a full year of working part-time before I left my full-time job. And all of the efforts and sacrifices were so much worth it. I can't begin to put that into words. If you have ever owned your own business, you know what it's like to experience a different side of life. If not, that is part of what's available to you. For example, things like pride of ownership and how much you work and how much you enjoy your work and how much you're willing to do when you're working for yourself rather than working for someone else. Again, in one word, freedom. It has allowed me to have choices. I now have the freedom to spend time the way I want to spend time. And for me, that's about family. It's about my wife and my adult kids and now my grandkids. We're able to travel now without, quote-unquote, requesting time off from my boss. That means a lot to me. I can say yes. So this one is a big one. It's from inside of my heart. But ask yourself how often you would simply like to say yes instead of saying, gosh, no, I'm sorry, we just can't afford that. I now am able to say yes a whole heck of a lot more often than I ever used to. That's crucially important to me, and ASM is the tool that has provided that. Internally, I think each of us will look at this and say, gosh, that's great, man, but will it work for me? And I think that's an internal question, whether you realize your brain is asking you that or not. What I want to tell you is a resounding yes. You can do this. Dave mentioned earlier that it takes a lot of work. It does take a lot of work. What I want to do is quantify that a little bit. It works if you're willing to work at it, and it takes a lot of work. If you have never attempted online work, maybe like me, you bought some courses and you had dreams and boy, this is finally going to be it. I'm going to own my own business and I'll be able to operate my business from anywhere in the world that's got an internet connection, and I'm going to have a place on the beach and one in the mountains and blah, 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 and you find that maybe people that offer their program online don't deliver. These guys deliver. Oh my gosh. They literally held my hand. You get the information walked out to you in bite-sized pieces, and it's always there for you whenever you're ready to work at it. But the point is this. Some might look at it and say, well, I'm not very techie. This is awful hard work. It's not hard work. It may be difficult. Quite simply, only that you've never done it before. It's not hard work. You can only master something by doing it repetitively. If you do something over and over and over and over, it's only difficult the first couple times through. After that, it gets real easy. And it's repetitive. You can even design this thing to run by itself, which is part of my intent, that's for sure. So our invitation today is for you to join with us. We have a tremendous desire to give back, pay it forward, be of help to others. Ultimately, each one of us here wants to make a difference. The support that we can offer you and the bonuses that you'll hear about a little bit later today are unparalleled. I honestly, I've never seen anything like it. It's overwhelmingly beneficial. I look back and laugh and shake my head to think that I did it without the bonuses, and I just, night and day, there's no difference. Absolutely incredible. Plus, we have a lot of fun doing it. My good friend Julian in Australia and Jeff here in Arizona. We have people all around the country. James is fighting off the cold in Minnesota already. It's just, we have a blast. We stay connected. We have a lot of fun. So we would invite you to join with us in this incredible adventure. It's well worth it, and you'll be glad you did. So with that, Dave, I'll turn it back over to you, and thank you very much.
Thanks, Peter. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned about the fun, because it is a lot of work, but we do have a lot of fun here. We actually are, our group has a lot of fun, and we're going to talk about a bonus later on that you can have some fun with us too if you're part of the fast acting bonuses. But Peter, I know you didn't mention anything about your friend Dave in Arizona, but that's okay. You know, I'll be okay with that. So anyway, let's go back over here. So next
Thank
we
you,
have.
Dave. I love you, man.
I appreciate that. Thank you. What is different about ASM? And this time we're going to have Julian Thornton talk a little bit about. He's one of our amazing selling machine experts here, and you'll see his numbers from, again, this is a month ago, from year-to-date sales on Amazon. He did close to 700,000 in retail sales on Amazon. So obviously Julian knows what he's talking about. So Julian, tell us about what's different about ASM. Why? I mean, I know that you've had some failures there in the past, and you've tried many different things in your business history. What's different about ASM? Why is it different than any other opportunity that might be out there?
Can you hear me?
We can.
Yeah, oh good. Just getting used to this unmute stuff. Sorry, mate. What do you want me to talk about? I'm jet lagged, everyone. I got back to Australia yesterday, and I'm not at my best. I've got to tell you, feeling very tired. Just did a whirlwind tour around the US. I just counted up the boarding passes. There's 13 of them here, so God knows how many miles we did. But that's the beauty of Amazon ASM, isn't it? You've got flexibility to travel around, meet amazing people, and just learning so much. 12 months ago, we still were only just starting. We clicked over 700,000 in really what's probably 6 or 7 months of, well, not even that, of actually selling, because we made every mistake under the sun. And like I keep telling you, Dave, I've been failing online for 12 years. And think I would never achieve anything. Lost my marriage over it 8 years ago. But been very persistent, and thank God for ASM to come along, because it was starting to really concern me that at 45 I had no assets, and now it's just building up so well that the sky's the limit, and it really is limitless here in terms of what you can achieve. I'm not going to sit here and hype everything up and say you're not going to have challenges and you're not going to have to do any work. It's definitely work, but once you get it up and running and your sales are coming through and you just follow the modules within ASM, and I keep telling everyone that, stop trying to do everything so fancy, just follow the modules and be persistent. One of the conferences I just went to, Bob Proctor was talking about consistent focus, and that's pretty much, I think, why we've been successful. Is we've just done the simple things well, we've done them every day, followed the course, and it's been brilliant. And Amazon's here to stay. I mean, with 100 million buyers a month transacting on Amazon.com. There's 50,000 in Japan. We've just been invited to sell in Japan, so that's why I know that. And we're going to launch into Germany and the UK as well in the next few months. So we've got a global business inside 12 months. Everything else that I've done, whether it's network marketing, direct mail, courses, I mean, every course known to man, it's cost me money. I haven't really made any money. So this is a whole new ball game for us. We're actually making money. And I think Pete touched on the sorts of people that you meet and the community and the support that you get is something I've never ever experienced before. And it's so exciting to be involved with it. I think this next course is probably going to be better than any previously. And surely there's plenty of people that are interested in it. But I think Jeff touched on the fact that they're going to do about 100 billion, I think, this year. Is that right, Dave?
Correct, Julian.
Yeah. So it's a rapid growth. So I think we're all right in at the right time. And for the people that do the work and follow it sensibly and don't do things stupid, you're going to do great. And I think the other thing I wanted to touch on too is that being a part of Dave's group, I know from the last course, I was amazed at what you did, Dave. The support that you gave everybody. I mean, when I started, I got a 20-page Word document as a bonus on outsourcing. So, we had no support. When I experienced what you were doing for the last group you had, I was just blown away. And I know we joke around and give each other a lot of, stir each other up a lot, but mate, you really are the best in the business, I think, in terms of ASM, in terms of supporting people and delivering, and you're honest, and that's why I'm happy to come on these calls with you and share my story with everybody, because I think you do an excellent job. It's brilliant. Is there anything else you wanted to ask me, or? about it.
Well, I'm just glad that that was recorded, Julian, because that's a nice thing you said about me. I appreciate that.
We're playing it.
But no, that's great. We appreciate just hearing what everything you've gone through there and the failures that you've had. And now you have tremendous success with ASM and selling on Amazon. So no,
the only other thing I want to say, Dave, is that for people on the call that are new, that are brand new, if you got no sort of idea about online marketing or technical stuff, or from China or even from the USA, whatever, like finding manufacturers and that, like, don't panic about it, because you've got time to test everything out, and the modules are very simple. You've just got to apply that work each week, and if you just keep building on your experience, you'll be absolutely fine. Because we were, like I said, it took us 8 months to get our first product up, and we could have quit so many times. It's not funny, and thank God we didn't. But if you follow the modules, you'll be absolutely fine, even if you're a newbie.
Awesome. Well, yeah, thanks again, Julian. I appreciate your time there. And as you can tell from the accent, Julian is from Melbourne. Is Melbourne, right? Australia?
I was born in England, so it's a bit messed up, my voice. But
he's a bit messed up because he's born in England, now he's in Australia. But we have people doing...
Standing upside down, blood rushing in my head.
We do have people from all over the world that are doing this business, so if you are listening to us from other places besides the United States, you can do this business. So it doesn't matter where you are located in the world. As long as you have an internet connection, you will be able to do this business. So thanks, Julian. Appreciate that. All right, next we have Janae Knight. She actually is she's been around with ASM for quite some time as well, and she's going to go over why ASM has been so impactful, how it's been impactful for her, and how it's going to be impactful for you too if you follow the course as well. As you see there from I think, did I paste? Is that the right numbers there, Janae, or did I paste the wrong one? I think I pasted the wrong one on that one.
That's not mine, but it's actually not. Yeah, mine's slightly lower, but not a whole lot.
I do apologize for that number. It is very close, but I think when I pasted it in there, it was Julian's from the last slide. So I apologize about that, but I do know that you were right around $700,000 in retail sales on Amazon as well. Is that correct?
Actually, it's more around 400,000. I have about the same number of units ordered, though, because my average sales is about half of that.
I do apologize for getting that wrong. But Jenny, tell us what ASM has done for you. How has it been impactful for you, and how is it going to impact everybody else?
Well, Peter really said it. He has. It means freedom. I mean, literally, money cannot buy happiness, but it certainly makes things a lot easier. It means, well, when I started this whole thing, I decided that my big why would be health. Basically, I want to live a long, healthy life, and I want my family to live long, healthy lives, and that means I'm going to need money for health care. I need money to do things that are not stressful. I need a job that's not going to stress me out, keep my husband away from home, have to travel all over, and be stuck in traffic. All of that has that type of impact. Sorry. I'm going to try not to get emotional here because it really means a lot to me. We started, living paycheck to paycheck. I mean, I know how it is for a lot of you. I was on my last straw, and I invested in this course. I had faith in Matt. He knows what he's talking about. Matt and Jason together are just absolutely phenomenal. They'll blow you away with how simple they make everything. You do have to work, but they'll teach you how. You have all of the resources available to you, and we as a group will help make sure that you know how to do it too. All I can say is, from living paycheck to paycheck to now, I mean, just yesterday, my husband is packaging up an order. Amazon will do most of that for you, but we like to send some fun things out to customers once in a while. And he just looked up and he said, I love my job. I mean, he sleeps in, he gets up, he plays with the kids all morning, and then he comes up and packages a package or two, and then he does a little Facebook advertising. And he said, I love my job. I'm home for dinner every day. I spend all day with the kids. With me, I get to homeschool. I I cook from home. We have sushi like once a week. Money means the difference between going and getting a Big Mac or going and getting a prime rib, and that prime rib is going to be a whole heck of a lot healthier for you, and it'll help you live longer. All of that, all of that kind of thing is that part of that big why. I went 40 years and I've never been able to buy Christmas presents or birthday presents, or I always had my light out because I didn't want any trick-or-treaters coming to my house for Halloween because I had no candy to give out. And $100 on candy for like 60 kids, and it may seem really little to most people, but that means a lot to me. I feel like I'm living the life now. My mother and I go to the spa once a month. I make enough money that I can do silly things with my fingernails like this. I don't know if you can see them, but I have little jack-o'-lanterns on my fingernails. I don't want to sound trite, but it's those little things that add up that make a lot of difference. My kids, if I ever want to do something for them, I don't have to worry about not having the money to take them someplace. Since I homeschool, we have the ability to just pick up and go anywhere in the world we want. My daughter says she wants to study about or learn more about dinosaurs or something. Well, we'll pick up and we'll go to the museum wherever we want. We can go to whatever museum we want. We're literally getting ready to go explore the world with our family. We have no limits anymore. I can't wait to see all of you do this same thing. Another bonus is time. We've got all the time to do these things. I think you need to remember your why when you start this, because a lot of us have, hey, I love my job. I love doing this. I could work on this all day long. But when I started, I only had a couple hours a day. If I had spent 12 hours a day, yeah, I might have been successful a little quicker, but that wasn't as important to me. I was doing this so I could have time with my family, and I'm making quite a comfortable living at 2 hours a day. And when I have a little extra time, I can invest in it and ramp it up. But that's the thing. I get a little excited sometimes. I work really hard sometimes, and then I think, wait a minute, I'm going to pull back. Why am I doing this? This is so I can spend time for my family. It's not about the money. It's about having a quality life, a healthy life, and spend it with my family, enjoying what this beautiful world has to offer. Whatever we can do, whatever I can do to help you keep your focus where it needs to be, that's kind of where my expertise is. I'll help keep everybody motivated, keep you on track. I can't wait to help you. I can't wait for all of you to join us, and we'll jump in this together.
Oh, thanks, Janae. That was, right from the heart, and I know everyone appreciates that. I know that one thing that everyone's going to get in this call from our group, and that's the transparency of us speaking from the heart, because to be very honest with you, none of us need to be doing this. We're doing this because we want to give back. We want to make a difference. We want everyone to succeed the same way we have, and that's what this is all about. So thank you for sharing that, Janae. You see the difference that you guys have made in your life and your family life, and that's exactly what everyone who takes action with ASM is going to be able to do as well, especially with all our help. So, and Janae, you're also a mentor with ASM as well. Is that correct?
Yes, I am. It does take quite a bit of time, and especially with a big influx of students. So it'll be nice to be dealing with that.
So Janae actually she does all that support as well inside of ASM, in addition to what she's going to be doing with our bonuses here. So, all right, Janae, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate that from the heart. Well, let's go over the over $20,000 in real bonuses that we're talking about here. This is something that you can get from purchasing this course through us, through our group. Now, just so you know, there's a whole bunch of us here. We have our some groups working together. Certain people have their own links. There's a lot of different things. But if you guys are all getting if you're on this webinar, it's because you found out about us one way or another. It's because if you're gonna purchase this course, you're gonna purchase it through us and through our bonuses. So you're actually going to be able to get all these bonuses that we're going to talk about right here. So we're going to go over 10 bonuses, and if you guys have been in our Facebook group, we've been putting them out there one by one, but you're going to get them all here, and they're all going to be launched out tomorrow as well. So let's talk about bonus number one, which has a retail value of almost $6,000. And through this bonus, you're going to be able to build your own business alongside the top Amazon sellers and through team collaboration. Obviously, all of us right here, you're going to be learning the proven path through everything that we've done. And as you've heard from some of the speakers already, that most of us have not had this kind of opportunity. We've all kind of either done this on our own or in very small groups. So you have a leg up on what we have. So the first part of this bonus is the live full-day training event in Las Vegas. It will be held the day before the ASM event. They mentioned the dates. I'm not sure if it's exactly right, but they had said that the dates of the ASM event is going to be February 5th through the 7th. The reason why I wonder about that is because that is a Thursday through a Saturday, and usually it's a Friday through Sunday. So we will just make sure we keep that flexible. We're not going to lock down the date yet, but as of right now, if those are the dates, it would be held on February 4th, and that would be the day before the ASM event starts. And as you heard Julian talked about, he alluded to the event that he attended with us last time around in Las Vegas in July, and that's what he was talking about, was the live full-day training that we had done for our group, and everyone will get one ticket to that event. The second thing is our live 8-week mastermind training webinar series, and this is every single week ASM launches a new module of the program. It's an 8-week module program, and they launch it week by week, so you can't get ahead. Everyone learns together, and every single week, towards the end of that week, we have our call. Well, ASM will have their coaching call as well, but it's very generic. It's definitely not individualized specific, and it's really just answering some questions. Our mastermind training webinar series will go through and really get into nitty-gritty of everything that has been introduced, and really go over and beyond what we're talking about here to be able to take your business to the next level. We share a lot of things called the secret sauce techniques, the ninja techniques, different things that we have implemented into our business, which you will not learn anywhere in the ASM course, and specifically that things that have worked for us. And I know we all learn from each other when we're doing this, and last time we didn't have this big group put together. It was basically myself, Peter, and a little bit of Julian, and a little bit of my wife, and now we've added this huge array of experts for all this coaching that you're going to receive. So we're all going to be learning from each other. And this is just going to be a very, very valuable part of the bonuses for you. And these two bonuses are really the direct coaching that you're going to get through us on a full-day event, and also every single week during the modules as they're launched. We're also going to have an insider Skype group, and this is where you can continuously put questions and comments and different things. And with that, I'm just going to put up another one, which is our secret Facebook mastermind group. Both of these groups are private groups just for our team, where we have us as the experts in there. We have people interacting from our team in there. It should be a fairly good-sized group, but you can get their individual attention. And you'll find out that a lot of times that we're learning also from each other, whether you're an expert or not. It might be something that you learned or something you did that you can share with the group, something that maybe didn't work that you can share with the group that is something that you might want to stay away from. And it's just a very beneficial part of our bonuses. So you get that as well. And the last component of bonus number 1 is the expert interviews with ASM experts that are generating over 6 figures, and that's 6 figures a month on Amazon. As you see here, there's a bunch of us on this call. You're going to get expert specific videos that will really get into the nitty-gritty of what each of us has done to get to the point where we're at, and just so you can go through and duplicate it as well. And you might relate to one of us, you might relate to a few of us, but you might have someone that'll just do it for you. And that's why we have a bunch of those different interviews that we're going to be offering you. So that's bonus number 1. And what I'll do is, before we go on to the next bonus here, does anyone have any comments or anything that you want to share about that? Anyone in the group?
Yes. Dave, this is Minders here.
Hey, Minders.
Hey there. Yeah, what I really want to share for everyone here is a perspective about this bonus and about this group that's come together that is unique from probably any of the other groups that are offering packages out there. In the past, I promoted ASM and was a top affiliate, but I was doing all the training myself. And now we have evolved as a program so much that it really is to your advantage to have a group of people who are highly successful coming together and sharing their knowledge like this group. So Other packages out there I know are offering, training from one group, one perspective, and it's how they fit in the time in order to help people. But here you've got 8 to 10 different people bringing their success to bear in all of these bonuses and in the various opportunities to meet on webinars and at the live event. And so that, more than anything, I think is a factor that will ensure success for participants.
Yeah, thanks, Miners. I appreciate that comment there. And Miners, you know what? Actually, can you give us just a quick introduction of your background, Miners, and some of the things that you've been able to accomplish with ASM before we move on?
You bet. So, basically, I'm a lifelong entrepreneur. I've worked for myself almost all my adult life, and I've had success and failures, as many people have in various ventures. And I decided to get into ASM to provide a retirement income for my wife and myself. And the idea of having a residual income that you could literally program by knowing how many products you were bringing on, how many units, as a goal to sell in a given month to reach your target income projections. You can literally program your success with this program. And as the other speakers have mentioned, it affords an independent lifestyle like nothing else out there can, especially in an environment that's growing, so rapidly. So, myself, I'm a consistent $50,000 a month plus, participant here, and we're starting to grow exponentially. And looking forward to sharing with the group and talking a little bit more about my bonus in a bit.
Thanks, Miners. Appreciate that. And you'll find out here in one of our bonuses here in a second that Miners is actually our Chinese expert for sourcing from China. So he'll go over some of the bonuses that you actually get for through Miners, actually, through his experience and everything he's been able to accomplish through sourcing through China. So thanks, Miners. Let's go on to bonus number 2, which has and that's weird how it did that. It has a retail value of almost $1,300, so I'm not sure why 3 popped up there, but let's go back up to the top. And through this bonus, you're going to learn how to pick the best product to sell. All I'm going to do is that looks kind of weird. I'm just going to put them all up there. And let me go back. Okay, so the first one is actually a tool that James Hardball, who's on this call you haven't heard from yet, he has a bunch of different software tools that he has put together. I believe that this one is still in the process of being put together. Some of these tools you'll hear from him too is brand new that no one has access to. It's just your tools that you're going to be able to use to take your business to the next level. And this particular one is the product selector tool. So James, are you there?
Yeah. Hi.
How's it going? You want to give us a little, tell us a little bit about yourself and just a little short introduction, and then tell us about the product selector tool, please.
All right. Well, I've been in the program since it first started, way back. That was pretty much my first foray into product physical sales. Before that, I did a little bit of online marketing stuff, but never made as much money as I did with this. So far, I've done over 1.2 million in sales over the past 2.5 years. So, I was a mentor like Jania for a while there, and I'm kind of guy that doesn't like to spend a lot of time with the marketing and stuff. So I kind of leave it all up to Amazon and their marketing program, or PPC program. And other than that, I don't spend a lot of time with it anymore. It's just kind of my big phrase is set it and forget it type of thing. So, but I've got a little bit of kind of DIY programming skills that I've kind of picked up along the way of all my life stuff that I've done. So I've been able to kind of, with all this knowledge about how to sell on Amazon, I've been able to kind of put together some programs that are specific to selling on Amazon, and some of them are really specific to the ASM model as far as what to sell and all that. So I've put together all these tools. They're kind of in the process. Some of them are in the process. Some are being used right now by ASMers to help them with their businesses, and they're doing really well with it. So specifically upon this product selector tool, I've been able to get a lot of data off Amazon, and using my knowledge of like picking good products to sell, I can I'm able to put it all together for you guys and kind of pick ones kind of automatically, ones that would work best for this for the ASM model. So it'll help you with that, past the profit spotlight tool that they put out there. This is miles beyond that one, so look for that.
Yeah, thanks, James. And I know specifically in ASM, I think for the product spotlight tool, they really focus on the top 100 or the top 100 products for each category. And I know for myself specifically, I have had more success above that. You can't really, you have to go through and do manual searching to go through. That's how I found some of my products that we currently market. But I believe that this tool is going to really help us to go through and find those gems that are out there that most of the people that are coming into ASM will not have. This is, I hope you guys I hope you realize the value. I mean, the value is probably much more than $500. It's something that is going to put you light years ahead of the competition that's going to be coming there with ASM. And James, I'm super excited about this product selector tool coming out for the group, and I thank you for providing that. So the next one is the private copy of our supplier email swipe files. These are specific emails that we use to communicate with our suppliers or to start finding suppliers. And there's specific things that you can write in your communication trying to find and to find the right supplier to go through that can make all the difference. Whether it be, and these are some things that might be over your head, but very simply, I'll give you a simple one here, minimum order quantity, MOQ. If you might have a supplier that might say you need to order 1,000 minimum MOQ, minimum order quantity, whereas if we write it correctly, asking them questions, we can portray ourselves as a big company and actually get it down to 50 to 100. And these are things that is provided in this private copy of our email swipe file. Very valuable. It's worked for me. It's worked for many others. And it isn't specifically talked about, but I think it's talked about, but not written out the way we wrote it out for you for your bonuses in this bonus number 2. And the third one there is access to our product sourcing guidance. And let's see, where's my notes on that one? Is that one, Minders, is that one from yours, the product sourcing guidance?
Not directly, although in my China piece, I do talk quite a bit about that, so I'll have a lot of information on sourcing as it relates to China. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, with this one, you're actually going to be able to find the best and most affordable suppliers for your product. So again, it's finding the best suppliers that are out there, and it's a resource that we put together so you can actually go through and use some of that to help find good suppliers. Because of course, with anything, there's going to be bad suppliers out there that you're not going to want to work with, and so and there's going to be better suppliers you can go through, work really close with you, and negotiate the best price, the best margins, all that stuff. So. That is bonus number 2. So anyone have any comments? I tell you what, let's go on to bonus number 3 for that one because we focused on that one for a while. And this one has a retail value, this is bonus number 3, of almost $1,400. And this one is Minder's bonus. So you're talking about the insider secrets of outsourcing from China. So I'm just going to give that one right up to you, Minders.
Okay, great, thanks. So most roads on Amazon in terms of sourcing products lead to China. Pretty much everything except what you consume or you put on your body, those things will be American sourced. But most other products that you see on Amazon, will be sourced from China. And there are a lot of moving pieces in this that you need to know, and you get a great basis and foundation for it in the ASM material, but there's nothing like the experience that you can get from myself and others who actually have been doing this for over a year, dealing pretty much exclusively with China. So basically, to give you a frame of reference, right after I joined ASM, I went to China for about 12 days with a small group of people and visited a number of factories. Really made a lot of connections, got a sense of how business was done. And initially I did it because I had my own resistance, about getting a product in China. I needed to demystify the whole China experience, and I'm glad to say that I've done that, and I'm able to share that with you. So some of the things that you're going to learn are, first, how to deal with China suppliers. Going into such things as how to save money in terms of your pricing and get better minimum order quantities, and how to actually negotiate with them, with various China suppliers. In addition to that, you'll find that for most people, especially if you're based in America, you've got a big time differential in that China's daytime is our evening. And so I needed to quickly overcome having a double work shift, working all day on my business here, and then having to be on Skype and email all night, talking to my China suppliers. So I developed a very efficient system to do that, because, quite frankly, I don't like working at night. I'll get up early and work through the day, but nights are not my thing. And so there's a very efficient system that can save you hours and lots of frustration, plus, add quite a bit to the quality of your life, and I'm going to share that with you. Then one of the big areas that I want to share with you on the webinar that I'm going to be doing in the third week of your course is that I'm going to show you all about shipping, both by air and by sea. And you'll have to get involved with a freight forwarder, and I'm going to show you how to make that process really easy, and I've actually been able to turnkey it over to my freight forwarders so that it works very, very seamlessly. And in addition to that, you're talking big quantities of product. So think about the folks on this call who are doing hundreds of $1,000s a month in product. They are bringing over huge quantities. Myself, I have on the sea right now a container load with product getting ready for Christmas. So if you screw up on those type of quantities, whether it's on price or the quality is not up to your standard, or you screw up on the delivery and the shipment, it has a potential to be catastrophic. So I'm going to share with you all of the quality things that I've learned over time that I think will make a big difference. And then finally, as indicated here on the screen, I'll share with you resources like different field agents that I've used that can be your people on the ground in China, inventory inspection services, the freight forwarders, etc. So come to that webinar in the third week, as well as with the supporting material that I'll provide, and expect to really move light years ahead in understanding how to do business with China. Okay,
yeah, thanks, Myers. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you very much for sharing that. And I know I'm looking forward to hearing that webinar and getting your resources. And we will be, like you said, in week 3, which is when it's going to be, we're specifically going to be learning about different places to source from different suppliers. That will be when you get that information. And what better person to learn from than someone who is an expert, been doing it for years, and also has been there and gone to the factories himself. So thank you very much. Appreciate that. Let's move on to bonus number 4. Okay, so bonus number 4 is a retail value of almost $2,000. And this, again, we're going to hear from James Harbaugh. This is access to our software tools from James to gain a competitive advantage over your competition. And as you see, we have 4 other tools there. Each one, again, has a value of almost $500, $497. Some of these, again, I think he'll tell you, there's, I believe, 2 of these that have not been released to the public, and I'm not even sure if they're going to be released. So you'll have first advantage on this because no one else is going to have these tools. So, James, are you there?
Yeah. See my screen there?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so I got tools that I built just from the knowledge of knowing what I need to automate stuff, so I don't have to work less, even though I'm working on the software itself, but I'm working less on my Amazon business. So one of them is well, they're kind of combined, but we got keyword tracking and keywords suggestion tools for you. The keyword suggestion tool has been released in beta mode for a little over a month now to people out there, and including some of the guys on this webinar here, and they've been able to find all the keywords they pretty much ever need for Amazon products, because you need keywords to help rank your products on Amazon to sell more and to get that organic sales. This is pretty much, nobody's seen this what you're seeing here yet, because it's all been beta before, but this is kind of the real deal. Probably over 20,000 worth just for this website alone. But so what you do is you find a product you're going to sell on Amazon. Here, I'll bring up something here for you and kind of show you how it works. You go, you find a product. Let's say you want to do, I'll just do this one, phytoceramides. So you're going to type in the top selling product on there, and this is all taught in the course, how to do all this and how to do it best and all that stuff. I'm just going to go through it quick here. So you're going to find the top one that's selling the best, and then you're going to find the product identifier on the page, and then you're going to type it in here, and then it'll come up. You type in whatever it is. So let's say it's that one here. You click a button, click start, and then it'll search for words that you could find that people are using to search for that product on Amazon, basically, and it ranks them all from best to worst. So you're getting all these awesome keywords that people are actually using to search on Amazon, and you get a whole big list of them too. And this really, before you would have to find a product and then try and kind of ascertain what keywords they use for them to find them, and it's really hard to do that because you have to go to Google, Amazon, you have to type in words, and then it'll bring up suggestions, and they're not necessarily related to Amazon. They're probably just Google searches. So this tool will just automate everything and get you all the keywords you can need to help with your product listings on Amazon. And then, so yeah, that takes a lot of work out of it. It'll get you to an awesome product listing way faster, along with your advertising on Amazon, and that's all covered. And then you got, along with that, we got kind of within the keyword suggestion, you'll be able to kind of track your products as far as how they're how they're ranking in sales. That one's not. So how the rank on the Amazon system over weeks, months, and all that, how you're doing with that, and just kind of see how you're doing. And then also you got the along with that, the keyword tracking. So what's important about keyword tracking is you kind of want to know where your product is on any given keyword search. So if it comes up first, then you don't have to really keep working on that one keyword to rank and stuff. So that's all kind of in the ASM program, but this kind of builds on top of it. And they don't have a tool like mine. There is no tool out there like mine for keywords. So it really helps. It'll help you guys out. You're getting that for free. And then also, sorry about that. The other tool I've been using just on my own. It's kind of been a back-end program. I can't really show you because it's all like database stuff, but I'm working on the front end of it. It'll give your product scarcity. It'll instead of saying in stock, it'll say only 5 left, and it'll do that all the time, no matter how much you actually have in the Amazon warehouse. And a lot of people know, maybe some of you don't, but in marketing, scarcity is a big tactic that people use to help sell their products, and it's really helps people or it's helped my products on Amazon, the ones that don't sell as good that I'm getting rid of. I've been doing this for long enough that I've had a few bad products, and I've been able to overcome them and be better, more efficient at picking the better products. But so the tool will help you with that, and then also with that, excuse me, with everybody's marketing techniques, the big thing on Amazon is giving out coupons, and those will always show up somewhere on here. Usually if there's a coupon here, but most of the time they're hidden. But so coupons are a big thing, but it's hard to Amazon's system doesn't really track that very well for you. So I'm building up a program to help you track those coupons. Help, if say somebody say you only want to sell 40 units with one coupon to help with your marketing efforts. Once it hits that 40 mark, it can shut off your stock so that there's no more available and then it'll let you know that you can cancel that coupon so nobody else uses it, type of thing. So that'll be really helpful for a lot of people that kind of worry about knowing when those coupons are being used and if they need to turn them off.
Sorry about that, James. I was on mute there. And as you guys can see, I don't know if you guys realize, but it's someone, I think, if a few of us were commenting on here that the price, really, that is worth the price of ASM alone. Just the tools, the bonus tools that you're getting through James there. I don't know if you probably will see it as you guys see what this program's all about, how those tools are going to help you, again, be light years ahead of everyone else. That one bonus alone is going to be tremendous value to what this course is all about. So James, thank you for providing that and for sharing that detailed information. Just so you guys know too, we are recording this, so if you want to go back and see that again and what he was going through at any time, we're going to keep this recording available. So even after ASM is started, you can go through and see this, and I'm sure James will have more training on that as well. So thank you, James, very much for that. Does anyone have any comments that they want to say about those tools?
Yeah, I'll kick in here, Dave, real quick. This is Mike. I got to tell you, having had the opportunity to work closely with James and utilize the Keyword Inspector tool as a beta user, I found it to be probably one of the most incredible tools on the market, in the way that it reverse engineers what products are actually selling for your competitors. And when you start looking at your competitors' keywords and finding out where they're getting their value, it allows you to optimize your page in such a way that will allow you to start getting search and get rankings on these areas as well. And the big thing about a lot of the other keyword tools, if you don't know the keywords, how are you supposed to do the research? And James's tool does a phenomenal job of pointing this out and allowing you to do that research. And I tell you, it is absolutely an incredible tool that he's put together here.
Yeah,
Dave, I'd like to jump in real quick as well on that.
Sure.
I use one of James's tools right now, and it's been incredibly valuable, for me and my business. And what it's really shown me is that which you track, draws more of it to you. So if you're keeping track of the statistics of your business, and in this example, what keywords that you're missing that you can add to your listing and to your marketing, as well as the other things, the effect of coupons so that you don't get oversubscribed or a viral campaign, to take your inventory. All of these things, having these tools to keep track of that is absolutely invaluable. I'm paying a VA to go in daily to keep my stats, and I can eliminate that with some of these tools. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. I appreciate you sharing that, and both from Mike there. We'll actually get Michael will have a little piece here after we get to the bonuses, because I know we haven't got a chance to hear really much from Michael yet, or from Julian there, but we will get to it. So, and just so you guys know, I saw some people on here saying that there's one person that had to get off. This will be recorded, so you will want to make sure that if you can't catch it in its entirety today, that you can catch the recording. But I will share that at the end of this, we're going to, at the end of these bonuses, bonuses. We're going to have fast start bonuses for those of you that are fast acting on purchasing this as soon as it goes live tomorrow, that you're going to want to see. So if you do have to get off, just make sure you catch the recording, and you want to make sure you catch that information prior to 1 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow when the course goes live. All right, so let's go on to bonus number 5, which has a retail value of just about $1,000 there, and this is to discover the insider information to business funding. Now, this is something that was that I am providing you guys, and it's actually was directly something that I had to implement into my business, and maybe you guys will relate to this. When I started ASM a year ago, we did not have the money to pay for the course, let alone the inventory that we had to purchase to sell on Amazon. And so I actually started, the course. We put it on a credit card, and in our first, I think it was like $400 for our inventory for our first inventory order. We actually had to get those funds, and it was only $400. It wasn't bad. The course is what we had to put on a credit card. So we had then, after that, we started using our profits to maintain the business, but the business started growing really fast. And in order to scale the business, the only thing really that limited us to scaling the business faster were 2 factors. One, time. In order to be able, there's only so much you can do in the time frame that you have. And the second thing was money. The cash flow issues that it takes to somebody's had that inventory and wait for the sell, and then have that cash to re-put back into your business to get more inventory. And so what I did was in the spring is I started looking into different options for business funding, and I'm going to provide that information to you in an insider video with contact information that if you are looking for, you might need some cash influx into your business, or you need something to get inventory. There are options out there for you to get business funding to help you to scale your business, but also if you need to get your business started. So bad credit, no credit, sometimes there's some alternative methods here. Of course, you might pay a little bit more on a percentage, but there is definitely options that will be out there for you that you can get business funding, and that's very valuable information. So has anyone here want to comment on any maybe cash flow issues that this could have benefited you when you were building your business? Peter, you're laughing there. Do you got something to share?
I can use it right now.
Dave, I in my little short clip there that I posted in the group, I borrowed money for my first order from China, and actually borrowed for my second order of product from China. So yes, I do understand about being cash strapped. Jeff talked about selling items just to afford the course. You just confessed to putting things on your credit card. When you want something bad enough, you'll figure out how to get it done. You'll figure it out.
Yeah, and also, too, when you actually have to go in debt a little bit for something, you will take the action it takes to get that paid back sooner. So you put it more on yourself to get it done. So, yes, thank you for sharing that, Peter. Okay, so bonus number 6, which has a retail value of almost $500, and this is discovering the secrets of how to be more productive. And this is actually a direct bonus through Jerry Kirk. Jerry Kirk couldn't be on the call with us today, but his business partner, Julian, is on the call. And we haven't heard from Julian yet there. So, Julian, are you there?
Yeah, mate.
The other Julian. Sorry, Julian. Not the Julian, the Aussie Julian. The Julian, Canadian Julian.
Which is me. Hi.
There you go. Hey, Julian, what's going on?
Not much. So, as mentioned, Jerry couldn't make it. He's the Kanban productivity guru, but he's my business partner, and we run and manage and organize our entire business through the system, or the service, I guess you can call it, that I'm going to talk about. So Kanban is basically, well, first of all, what you'll be getting is access to an entire course that Jerry has developed. He's an expert at this type of thing. He's developed a course that you can take. I think it's through Udemy, and you get that for free as a bonus. And he also has pre-made templates that kind of give people structure and help them set up their own system. So what is Kanban? What does it do for you? Kanban is a visual management system, either for project management or just for organizing and managing your entire life. There's personal Kanban, you call it. And it really has a purpose of not just helping people be more productive and organized, but helping people focus on what is valuable. Right, so it's a project management type system, and it helps you get everything that you need to do out of your head, out of your brain, down onto a visual system where you can see and visualize your work and then manage your workflow. Now, one of the main benefits is, first, obviously being organized. Second is it helps be efficient and productive. But productivity in itself isn't necessarily valuable if we're not focusing on doing the right things, right? So you can be a really productive person, get 20 things done on a to-do list every day, but if you're not doing the right 20 things, you're just focusing on the little small things instead of, say, long-term valuable things or strategic things, then being productive does matter, right? So it's a system for not only organizing and being productive, but helping you visualize your work and focusing on what's valuable, right? Now, another part of that, and a big benefit, is that it's really, really focus-based. So by visualizing your work, you end up having the ability to see your natural flow of work and see how much work you can actually get done in a typical day or a typical week. And you then limit that amount of work in your system so that you can never pull in to your activity area. You can never do more work at once and start more work than you can actually handle in a given time period. So by limiting yourself and focusing your efforts on a certain amount of work at one period of time, it reduces the anxiety and stress of being really busy. So it helps like tame the chaos of being a really busy person, having a big business to run, or just having a crazy family life. So it helps be productive, focus on what's valuable, and really reduce stress and overwhelm, right? Which is a big part of being a busy person. So that's a lot what you get out of a Kanban system like that. Now, when it comes to, say, running your ASM business, right? Well, you can have a personal Kanban, or you can have a Kanban for your business, or you can have one that connects the two of those together, which will really just help prevent you from getting overwhelmed from trying to take on too much. And right, you're able to find a pace of work that's comfortable. You focus on what's valuable, and you prevent the feeling of overwhelm. And at the same time, it helps you be productive, right? So it's a really good type of system. It's it's a credible thing. You might never heard of it because it's very modern. It's a modern approach, but it's really credible. And Jerry himself just finished almost a year consulting job at head office at GM, General Motors in Detroit, and where he helped executives and high-end teams learn this type of system. So it's something that professionals use, and you get that free as a bonus. If I could just add too quick about James's keyword tool, that worked fantastic for us. We've been running a pay-per-click campaign through Amazon for quite a while, like a number of months. It worked great in the beginning. The market got more competitive, and then the costs just went up and up and up to the point where we stopped using it for about 2 months because it wasn't profitable at all. And then a couple weeks ago, tool out, and literally all we did was what James showed. We cut and paste a bunch of words from that spreadsheet, and I literally put that all into one campaign. I just pressed start, and that was it. I did nothing extra. I just cut and paste the words. I pressed start, and that's been running for 3 weeks, and it was instantly profitable. So if you talk about good return on your time invested, we probably spent 30 minutes, and then it was instantly profitable. So that is an awesome bonus. I think Janae's laughing because she did the exact same thing, and it worked really well.
Just wanted to add, let me jump right on top of you there, because man, I did exactly the same thing. I cut and pasted all those words, and it's like found money. I mean, those were all the words that I needed to be bidding on, because I don't do analysis. I mean, my brain goes, ooh, I don't know any of that stuff. So I just put the words in, and there you go. I got a money maker. No PPC knowledge required.
Right. Yeah. And I can say, from having just come from a campaign that had a huge amount of words, and it was just not profitable because of market conditions, I used all of the free tools out there. I used Google AdWords and all these different free tools to get a huge collection of words to use for campaigns. And in James's tool, found new stuff that wasn't in all of the publicly available things. So you're really getting something that's not on the market yet, which I think is a big competitive advantage. So that's fantastic. So I'll finish off really quick and just say, what do I get out of ASM? I really love the idea of being an entrepreneur, so getting into business for myself was really exciting. Something I've wanted to do for a long time, and I just thought this was a fantastic opportunity. I had a good job, I was teaching at university, and that job was great, but really it was contractual work. So it's up and down. Have work, you don't have work. It's just really unsteady. And this was something we started in the beginning just as kind of like extra income. Maybe it would work, maybe it wouldn't. We didn't know for sure. But soon after, my partner and I decided to do this full time and just quit our regular jobs because it really works well. And what excites me besides starting a business, and building what can be a really profitable business, is that I can work from anywhere in the world with a laptop, and I can do this job and build this business just the same from anywhere. And I'm somebody who loves to travel, but I just haven't had the flexibility or the money to do it. And with this business, I can be anywhere in the world and still do this and enjoy it. And just having that, just really enriches life, right? You can get to travel the world, and for me, it's getting to really experience life the way I want to. At the same time, it's getting to build a profitable business. So there's no better career option for me. I just think it's fantastic. And we're happy to share this with you guys. With that, I'll pass the mic back to Dave.
Thanks, Julian. I appreciate that, and from those comments as well. As I think everyone's going to see from watching us, that we all come from different perspectives here. But like I said, there's so many great reasons for doing this business. Like, we could talk all day with all this great stuff that ASM offers, that we offer. Everything that comes from this whole venture, but and even the fun that we all have together. But I'm going to start moving through these bonuses a little quick. I want to make sure if people have to get off that we get through this, and also that people can ask questions that we want to answer at the end. So let's go on to bonus number 7 here. Bonus number 7 has a retail value of almost $2,000. This one's a fun one. This is our ASM Kettner Team Sales Contest. You'll find out more about this one, but basically it's everyone in our group. You're going to have the opportunity to compete with one another and win some great prizes in the process. More will be coming of that once we start the course. We'll take specifically what you're shooting for. It really depends on the group that comes in, and it's going to be some great prizes. We had a lot of fun with it last time, and you'll also be able to earn win some private coaching with some of the experts that you see here, and that is always a great value, as well as some other prizes that we're going to offer in there. So bonus number 8. That is actually almost a $3,000 value, and this is ongoing team updates and partnership opportunities. As you can see from the 2 bullets there, just when ASM's over and the event's over, this doesn't end. We actually stick. Our team works together. We continue to give updates at least once a month and different webinars. So that's a huge value in itself, and because things are always changing. And ASM will always give you the updates, and we'll give you the updates. And we'll tell you what's working, what's not working, and we'll always be working together. And the second part of that is the opportunities for future partnership and outsourcing collaboration, which is almost $2,000 in itself. And that's where, if you want to really grow this thing, you want to start working directly with us. And this is where it really adds value for us as well. And a lot of people say to me, Dave, why are you guys sharing this? If you're not, we do make a commission with sharing this business with you guys. I'm not going to lie to you. That's obvious. We get the commission. But everything that we offer you, really, we would do better off spending time in our own business than going through and doing this. But a lot of different reasons. Like I said, we love giving back. You can see this is all from our heart. But also, too, we can work together. There's future partnership and stuff that we can work on together. One of the things that I know that we want to set up is an outsourcing office in the Philippines where we can work together and train everyone together, and we get more bang for our buck that way. So that's a big bonus in itself. And then bonus number 9, and the last 2 bonuses are the guarantees, which is really going to make this a drop-dead, no-brainer guarantee for you guys. Now, ASM offers their own guarantee. They have a 30-day money-back guarantee from when day 1 of the course starts. So if you purchase the course, that's not when your 30-day window starts. It starts when the Module 1 launches, and we'll know the dates of that. I'm not even sure the date of the Module 1 opening yet. It'll be after the 24th of October. But you have a 30-day window where you can get your full money back, and I believe you'll see a video tomorrow as well, but I believe they offer up to $1,000 of your inventory guaranteed, as well as the course cost. So no-brainer through ASM, but we make it even more no-brainer. and this is what we talked about in our Facebook groups and stuff, where we have our own personal guarantee. And that's, we'll write the stipulations on it, but basically what it is that if you do not succeed following this course, I will write you a check personally from my account, and I'll pay you $1,000 if it doesn't work for you for wasting your time, in addition to getting all your money back. Okay, so it's really that simple. We are so sure that you do what is supposed to be done with this business, that you'll succeed, that I will personally write you a $1,000 check. So that's bonus number 9. And then bonus number 10, now this is a surprise bonus that's worth $3,500 that we haven't announced it yet, but because you guys are action takers and you're actually on this call, and you're still on this call, and we are now, what, almost an hour and 30 minutes into this call, this is why you guys are on the call, because you're going to get this information prior to everyone else, plus you're going to get the fast action bonuses here in a second. And, I'm actually going to give you that FaceTime. I know Janae was like, Dave, you got to show your face here once in a while. There you go. It's starting to get dark here in Arizona, so I put my little light on there. But Peter said that Dave likes his FaceTime. I like showing you guys the information, the details there. So there you go, Janae. I'm on the camera now. This bonus here, the $3,500 bonus, the surprise bonus, we're going to announce it tomorrow. But for all you guys who are on this call right now, what this bonus is going to entail is going to make it even more drop-dead simple for you guys. Whereas if you, again, you go past the refund period, that 30-day window, and for some reason you do not succeed, or you don't want this business anymore, we will personally buy this course back from you up to $3,500. It's that simple. So we have the $1,000 guarantee, and if this course doesn't work for you, and for some reason you want to get rid of it, we'll buy it back from you. Because I personally know, and everyone on this call knows, that we can either use this course with somebody else that wants it because it's going to be closed for 6 months, or we can personally sell it again 6 months from now. It's really that simple. We know the value of this course. In fact, now that each of us here on this call, the money that we're making with Amazon, we attribute it all to ASM and obviously our action that we've taken. But we know the value of this course. That I personally, what would I have spent on this course to achieve this multi-million-dollar income that I currently have because of Amazon? $20,000, $30,000. Well, if it meant making this kind of money, yeah, of course I would. It's a very valuable course, and it's the biggest internet marketing, most successful course ever online. So we are so confident that it'll work for you. That if it doesn't work, we will buy it back from you. Very simple. So you have all the guarantees from ASM. We have the personal success guarantee, the $1,000 check, and we also will buy the course back from you. If you go through the steps, it doesn't work for you, and you don't want it anymore, we'll buy it back from you. And really, when it comes down to the $1,000, it's basically it comes down to this. Do you want to learn how to fish, or you just want the fish? Okay, if you just want the fish, then you're in the wrong place. If you want to learn how to fish, then that's what this is all about. Because this course will teach you how to succeed, and you will never have to work for someone again if you don't want to. You have your choice of what you want to do. You can choose to live where you want. You can choose to work with what you want, and that's where we're all at right now. I heard Janae talk about it before. She can choose to eat and do whatever she wants. Although probably right now she wants to go and play with her kids right now, but she's on this call because she wants to share all this with you guys, and I appreciate the time, Janae. So anyway, that's a little bit of my FaceTime. That's that bonus. That's all 10 bonuses, and as you can see, they're very, very valuable. You'll see from the course itself, it is well worth its weight just in what ASM offers. Okay, all the tools that ASM offers, which you'll see in the sales video tomorrow, is in itself worth the cost of the program. But in addition to that, you get all this extra coaching, all this extra tools, all these proven things that work that we have personally implemented into our business now all together as one. Because I'll tell you right now, I haven't used any of those software tools from James. I'm excited to use those tools. James those tools are going to help take my business to even higher levels. Okay, I haven't used them yet. Minders has never shared with me his insider secrets to China outsourcing. That's going to help. There's things that I learned from Julian and Jeff and Peter and all these guys every single day. Jerry Kirk's course, and what Julian was talking about with Jerry's course, that's going to help me become more productive. It's going to do all this for you as well. So anyway, let me switch back over to the PowerPoint here because I want to go over the fast action bonuses now. And there's our personal guarantee. Like I said, every secret strategy that we're personally using to achieve tremendous success selling on Amazon, we're going to give you all the in-depth training in our group to help you dominate on Amazon.com. And we're going to do the online and in-person live training to help you set up, manage your six-figure business that you can run from anywhere in the world. And obviously, we have our personal success guarantee for you. I don't know what else we could do to make this more of a no-brainer for you. I mean, it's just that simple. So we're going to make it even sweeter. We actually just implemented these fast start bonuses because we want people that want to take action. Okay, we want to work with those action takers even more so than just the regular people. So here's the fast start bonuses that will start as soon as ASM launches, which is tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. When the first 10 people that order through our links, which is all in our team, our Kettner team, the first 10 people that purchase through our links will get an exclusive invite-only dinner with our expert panel, which is all of us, and probably there's actually a few other guests that are going to be there that you don't know yet. That actually we have one gentleman that's kind of too shy to be on camera, which is Jeff's partner. He is an absolute expert when it comes to traffic and internet marketing. He will be at this dinner. We'll have it the night before our full-day training. If we go by the current dates, it will be February 3rd, and it'll be all exclusive. We'll pay for everything for you. You'll have dinner with us, the first 10 people, and the value of that bonus is at least $497. Not because it's a $497 dinner. We're not going that far, but we are giving you our time, and what you'll learn from this expert panel, being there and eating and having that time with us is going to be invaluable to you. The first 10 people will get that bonus tomorrow when ASM goes live. The next 25 sales that come in will get the second bonus, which is worth almost $300. And this is where you're going to discover how to use Amazon's frustration-free packaging, we call it FFP for short, where you're going to be able to become the exclusive seller of your product for your listing, which is going to be a video bonus with Michael Bittler. This is something that I learned from Michael a few months ago. And we're not going to get into this right now, but there are sometimes we have some difficulties with Amazon and sellers that aren't as legit as most of us are. Okay, they do some undercutted things. This actually prevents that from happening. When you actually start getting your listing up there, you start making sales, you start getting out there where people can attack you, this will prevent that from happening. This is so valuable. I can't even tell you how valuable this is. But the first 25 people that go through our link will get this training from Michael Bittler, and it's something you're probably going to want to implement right away when you are first listing your product. That's what I'd recommend. Every product we list now, we start with the FFP program. And then the third fast start bonus, which is for the first 50 people that go through our links, and this is all going to be time stamped, just so you know. This is how we're going to tell. We're going to say, okay, which is the first 10, which is the first 25. First 50 is going to get and this is something here that might be even more valuable than everything else, because this is a special fast start webinar which we're going to hold next Monday. I will personally do this webinar. I haven't talked to the people yet on our call here, our experts, but I am going to share with you how to get started prior to ASM even giving you your first day of training. And why do I know this? Because I specifically did this last year. Okay, this is a way to get a head start on the competition and inventory in stock for the holiday shopping season. All of us right now, all their expert panel here, we're all trying to work on. I'm going to switch over to my thing so you guys can see me, because otherwise Janae will get mad at me again. All right, there we go. Everyone here is preparing for the holiday shopping season. Most of the time, and this is just from what most people have seen, you get 4 times as more sales during the holiday shopping season than any other time during the year. For most products, maybe not so much for the health and beauty supplement niche. That's more January. But this is something that you're going to be able to do to get product, to find the product you're looking for, to find a supplier, and to start ordering your product prior to learning before the first date of the course launches. And this is something that I did last year. I had my product ordered from my first supplier before the day 1 of the course ever started. What that did for me is that allowed me to make my first sale. We're a couple weeks later here than last year. I think this course started around the 15th, so we're going to be about 10 days later. But I was able to make my first sale on November 11th. I was able to get the marketing in there to get things crazy busy during the holidays, and we did over, I think it was $45,000 in sales by Christmas. So in a month and a half, that's what we were able to do online. Not saying that you could do this too, but you'll start making your sales a lot quicker if you're one of the first 50, because if you're on the first webinar, I'm going to specifically teach you how to get started before the training launches and what to do in order to take massive action right away. So huge bonus, just so you guys know, with those fast start bonuses, if you are number 10, if you're 1 through 10, you'll get all 3 of those bonuses. So the first 10 people get all 3. The first 25 people get 2 and 3, and obviously the first 50 just get the last one there. So you guys have any questions about that Fast Start bonus? I think some of you guys are seeing that for the first time. Any of your thoughts on that? Peter's eyes are getting real big. What do you guys think? Jeff, comments? All you guys are look like you're having a good time there. Anybody?
Sorry guys, was on mute. Yeah, I mean, if I would have had that stuff going in, these are some bonuses that I was not privy to going through ASM. So these are all little cherries on top that, you know, obviously the ASM course is great and it's got everything you need, but what some of these tools will do is prevent any type of minor downfalls you may have. It'll make your journey a lot smoother on top of the community we have. So, you know, I wish I would have had those bonuses, especially, you know, the dinner in Vegas and that kind of stuff. I mean, that really is a cherry on top, but some of the tools, I mean, I'm looking at it and I'm not using those tools. I'm like, where can I get these? So looking forward to talking to a couple of you guys afterwards and seeing if I can get my hands on those. But yeah, I mean, there's just some amazing things that come along with buying the program through us. Not only with the fun, tight-knit community we have. I mean, that's the biggest thing, is you're not alone in this. You're not on an island. There's people you can call. You can call them at midnight if you have to. They're probably, you know, watching TV, and they'll give you an answer. Somebody's going to be there to give you an answer when you need help. So that I think, compared to other marketing courses and stuff like that, is one of the biggest things.
Anyone else? Any other comments? I know Peter looked like he wanted to say something.
Dave, I just shake my head and grin so hard. When I first did the course, I know James was one of those guys way back when as well. We didn't have any of this. And the difference is, oh my gosh, it's just over the top. It's night and day. And so I'm just tickled pink to know the difference that we can make for people going through this. Just excited as can be, and plus I'm looking forward to that special dinner in Vegas with you, Dave. I just want to pick your brain some more so we can enjoy some of that success over the dinner with the contest winners.
And I appreciate you coming too, Peter, because you're paying for it too. I forgot to tell you that part.
I'll split the bill with Julian. How about that? The Aussie Julian.
No, you won't.
All right, well, I want to, you know, like I said, we are now an hour and 40 into this. We've gone over a lot of different information. We have a few things to go. And what's very interesting to me is I was looking at our live people that are on this call. We have actually slowly risen more people live on this call than when we started. We are actually more people now than when we started. So obviously there's a lot of people that have interest in what we're talking about here, and we still have more. So anyway, if you guys could hold on, we have a little bit more coming. Let me switch over again to the PowerPoint. I think we have something from Michael Bittler coming up next here. And we have the power of the bonuses and following the proven path from Michael Bittler. There's Michael, some of his stats right there, and a screenshot that he took last month. And he has done now over $850,000 in sales on Amazon. And Mike, is that this year or is that over a year span?
That's since I started middle of last year, since like May, June last year, and actually it's now over 900,000. We anticipate it'll probably get up over $1 million here, hopefully before Black Friday, and then that's why they call it Black Friday, right? You get over $1 million, and everything else after that's profit, right?
It sounds good to me. However you want to say it. But hey, congratulations, Mike. That's really awesome.
Thanks. I'll be really excited we hit that $1 million mark. That's going to feel like the real accomplishment, and probably get it targeted down pretty close. We should hit that probably middle of next month at some point. So very excited about that. Things are doing really well. And, you know, as you guys take a look at these programs, I mean, the program Matt and Jason have put together is very solid. And all of us on this call tonight all went through the exact same program, the Matt and Jason program. And, of course, there's been additional enhancements and new material put in there since we went through it even. But what you're finding with these bonuses tonight and the people that are available to you in this group and to be part of this team is really just mind-boggling. I mean, it's really an honor to be with the group of individuals that we're with, because I learn every day from these individuals and these guys. I mean, there's still so much to learn and so many things that will be applied that we're going to continue to see our numbers grow. The numbers may look big and outstanding right now, but, you know, As I sit there and look at this, and it's like, we know we'll be doing 3 times this a year from now with the volume that we're doing. And you know, probably the biggest thing I want you guys to take away from the bonuses and all the different things that have been pulled together is time is money. You know, could you learn a lot of this on your own? Could you go find the answers? Could you go find the best place to find an outsourcer, you know, on your own? Yeah, you could probably go out and do some research. You might get some good advice. You might not get some good advice. You'll learn a lot in the School of Hard Knocks, like a lot of us did. But you know, so many of us have been through the exact challenges that you're going to go through, and we've crossed those hurdles. We've overcome them, and we've done so with a community of helping others find the right way to do so as well. I certainly never could have achieved what I did without the ASM community, and the sub-community and the group that's here and willing to help you is really something that's very special. As Dave's been going through and putting the values on the bonuses and stuff, it's like, well, yeah, I know I either paid more than that for a particular bonus, or it's worth certainly substantially more than what's been posted on each and every one of these videos. I think the videos are probably substantially undervalued, but they're certainly very realistic, real-world prices of what these can do. And the real value of these bonuses is not the 20,000 of bonuses that you would get, but what you can do with these bonuses. How much faster you can accelerate your business to take yourself to that next level, to whether your goals are to, you know, hit that first $1,000 a month in sales or $10,000 a month in sales, to getting to the point where you can quit your full-time job, to letting your spouse quit their full-time job, maybe moving to your dream house like we did. We moved from northern Michigan to Florida this year, and we did so because of Amazon and ASM. And that would not have been possible had I not had this group and the type of individuals that you're going to get the access to right away. You know, certainly as you go back through all the bonuses and you start looking at them one by one, they can seem overwhelming, and a lot of them may not make sense to you in the very beginning when you're just getting started, you're first starting to pick a product. But having the access to this group, having the mentors who can help guide you, who can help tell you if you're heading down the wrong path, and help you stave off, you know, jumping off a cliff when you might be getting ready to invest, maybe the only couple $1,000s you have available to do a product. Make sure that you're not going to get hurt. Make sure your first product doesn't have to be $1 million product, but let's make sure that your first product will at least make you money and become successful so you can start to scale that product. And you know, the networking and the blueprint that's going to be laid out for you is all there to fill in a lot of holes. So a lot of it might just seem like an awful lot, but these are all tools that are going to help accelerate your success and help you overcome the obstacle of time. You know, anything else in life can be replaced, but you know, we never get time back. Time, let's say, death and taxes are the two certain things in life. Time is money, and you can't get that time back. And we all have limited time to accomplish what we want to do. So the faster we can accomplish that, the better. You know, never before has we seen any type of collaboration, the teamwork that's going on, and the sharing. And you guys are all going to have an opportunity to be a part of that. And you know, certainly you can be in business for yourself, but it's very difficult to do it by yourself. With the Dream Team and what we've put together with this group, you are not going to have to be in business by yourself. You're going to have a team that will be there to help you really every step along the way as you launch your product and you get it out there and develop that success. You know, it's all the networking and the knowledge that's been trailblazed by these individuals is going to make it a nice, easy path for you to run on today. It's going to really have cleared the way for you to accomplish that at a much faster pace than you would have on your own. And, you know, and the friendship and the powerful knowledge of this group with its top Amazon sellers is within your grasp, and it's up to you guys to take care of it. You know, and it's been an awesome group, and we'd love to have you guys on board.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. I appreciate that, and it's great to see that you're having so much success with Amazon to be able to even relocate your family to a place that you would much rather be. So that's incredible. And also, you know, some of the things that just reiterate some of the things that you've said and some of the things I've heard from other people is, you know, you're gonna see other bonuses here from other people. I mean, this is again the most successful internet marketing course of all time. I would highly suggest to you to really look at what other people are doing compared to what we're doing, and to see, okay, if they're going to present some of this, some of these tools and some of these different trainings, what proof do they have? What kind of things compare to what we have in this group. And the thing is, it doesn't compare. You might see some of the stuff, and you're just going to know that we're doing this from the heart. We have the success to prove it, and you're going to get all this coaching and a proven path, everything we've done through us. And so I just want to make sure that I share that with you there too. So as far as, I think we're on to the questions and answers. Prior to going to that, I want to actually just do one more thing. So while you guys are, any questions that you have from, that's all the content we've talked about here tonight. Again, it's been a lot of information. We've had a lot of people going through and answering the questions as you guys put them in the chat box. If there's anything specific that we haven't answered yet that you want to put in the chat box, go ahead and do that now. And while you're doing that, I just want to show you my back office of ASM. And there's a couple things I want to just show you in there. I don't want to take too much time. I think they're going to do a walkthrough either tomorrow in a video or sometime next week. But real quickly, I just want to show you my back office, and if I can find the screen it's on, which is I think that one right there. All right, this is when you log in. This is when I log into ASM. This is my back office basically. It has my tools, different announcements, calendar, everything like that. So what I want you to see is over here on the left. It's someone alluded to it. I can't remember who said it earlier today, but they mentioned badges, and badges are something that we earn. Things that we accomplish, kind of like not a reward system, but you actually can celebrate when you do things and accomplish different things. This part over here, these badges are the top badges for the last 30 days. The top 50 of the last 30 days, okay, of the people that are basically getting to certain revenue levels on Amazon. And as you see, this is the very top person here. This person achieved the last 30 days $250,000 a month in Amazon. And then you'll see these next ones here are all the people who achieved the $100,000 level in the last 30 days. And as we scroll down, you'll see people that hit the 50,000. I know Kristen, that's awesome. I have to give her congratulations. She's one of my buddies from New York. 50,000. All these people right here hit the 50,000 badge in the last 30 days. And then we have the $25,000 badge. All these people right here that have hit that over the past month. And it just keeps going. There's Brandon Slater. This actually person, Brandon Slater, I met him at the ASM3 event. That's awesome. Congratulations, Brandon. And then we have the people that hit the 10,000 badge. In fact, I have to scroll down here a little bit. All these people hit the 10,000 badge in the last 30 days. And then we have, okay, we don't have any, there's actually, it doesn't even show the it doesn't even show the 1,000, the 5,000, and 2,000, sorry, the 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 badges, and probably not all the 10,000 badges, because that's the top 50. So these are all the people that are achieving success in the last 30 days, and those are the ones that just actually requested their badges. This program works. It's not just us that are on here. It's a tremendous amount of people that are having success on Amazon. And like I said earlier, way earlier in this call, where that the collaborative group of all these different people is over $15 million, or it was actually in July, and that was before really the ASM3 year started bringing in there. So it'll be interesting to hear what the students of ASM are doing monthly on Amazon. It's going to be much more than $15 million a month. Just the people on this call is $1 million. So anyway, in this back office here, you'll see it has, this is the community link. Actually, let me go back to the dashboard there. The course. Okay, so this actually is, it shows that the 25th is the welcome kickoff call, which means that they'll probably be starting right after that, the first module. I'm not sure if it would be that Sunday or Monday. It used to be they start on Thursday, but it looks like it's going to be earlier this year. So somewhere around the 25th, 26th, 27th will be your first class, and that's when that 30-day refund period that you were telling me about will start. So that's good to know. We have the community link here. We can go through and you have access to the community. You have a wealth of information of different things that you can talk in here about different things that are happening, different questions, answers. All that stuff is in the forum. You'll actually get access to a private Facebook group through ASM as well, which in itself is worth its weight in gold. Let's see. I have to go back to ASM here. We have the membership. I have different memberships, but that's just you'll have it just one here, ASM to start. Here shows all the different modules, module 8, module 1 through 8, and you have it all in video form. Everything has a webinar with it, including our webinar, obviously. You will get some certain bonuses too. You'll get the recordings from all the prior events eventually, and you see there's a 3 event recordings there. Tons of information that is just there, wealth of almost too much information, really. And then the tools, which I said earlier, which just the tools in itself is worth the year. If you were to spend the money for the course just on the tools, that would in itself be worth just the tools that ASM gives you. All these different tools that we will be talking about at a later time. So with that, I'm going to switch back over to my, there we go, my camera, and let's do some questions and answers. So has anyone seen a question in there that needs to be we should answer with the whole group? And don't forget that you will have to come off mute if you guys see something. I know a lot of things have been answered.
Dave, I copy and paste Jody's question into your private Skype.
Into my Skype. Okay, hold on a second.
Yeah.
My private Skype.
About clearing cookies.
Right, so, okay, Jody says, what is the link to enroll? Will you walk us through what to do to be sure we're enrolling with you? Please address me so I know it is an answer to me. Actually, Jody, we're going to talk about that here in a second. In fact, I'm just going to talk about it right now. Everyone's on this webinar because you came from a link from one of us or someone in our group. So everything that got you to here is going to get you our bonuses, okay? Whether it be from someone that's on this call, whether it be from a group, someone in our group that's associated with this call, or from one of our affiliates that are working with us. So if you are here, it is because you are tied to our group for one reason or another. Let me switch to that slide just so I can make sure I go over it the way we wrote it out. And let's just go to this one here, which is ASM will open tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is Thursday, if you guys are seeing the recording, Thursday the 16th of October. It is important that you use the links that we've been providing you by the person who sent you to this webinar. Okay, so if you've been getting emails from us, you will get an email that says where you are going to go to make sure that you purchase correctly through our team. Okay, so the first thing you're going to look for is an email. The second thing is, if you haven't gotten an email, if you don't get an email by early tomorrow morning, you might want to check your spam folder. Sometimes when we're doing these promotions, we get things that people for some reason or another didn't realize that they had opted into our list, and they hit spam, and then sometimes things can go to your spam folder. So make sure you check your spam folder for those links. If you don't have an email, you can also grab the correct link to purchase from our promotional Facebook groups that we've had. We've had a Facebook group that has links in there. We have a Facebook fan page that has the links in there, and so through all these different things, you should be able to get the link from the right person. If that all fails, then you need to email me directly at dave@davekenner.com. Then we'll give you a generic link that is tied to our group, so we all then share in that. But please try to make sure that you are actually looking for the specific link that came from the person that invited you to this webinar. If by chance you found this webinar by maybe some other promotions that you're not tied, then we can actually go to the generic link. But more than likely, you have a link tied to somebody or to an affiliate group, and that's the correct way to do that. So Jody, hopefully that takes care of your question, and we'll switch back over there. More questions? What are you guys seeing?
Get a question out there about saturation and as to whether or not this market will ever be saturated with too many sellers. I don't have the exact stat, Dave, if you can correct me on this, but I believe there were recently 2 million sellers on Amazon that did over $1 billion in business. Does that number sound about right? You know, there are a lot of sellers on Amazon that provide a lot of different products, but you know there are millions of different products on Amazon. You know, so will there ever stop being a need for physical products? Will there ever stop being a need for new product development, new items that are coming out? You know, I don't know that we'll ever truly saturate the market. ASM is actually number of sellers on ASM are a very small portion of the total overall base of Amazon sellers. And so there will always be opportunities, and you may have to adjust your strategy. You may have to find new markets and new products to move into, but there's always going to be opportunity out there.
And I'm just going to further that, Mike. Thanks specifically put some numbers in there. Jeff, I know some good numbers in there too, but I do want to share that actually we actually want more people to have the training through ASM because it is better to have people that know how to sell correctly on Amazon and do it the way it should be than the way the free-for-all currently is. So the more that ASM goes out there and teaches people how to do this correctly, the better it is for all of us as sellers. So there's going to be, like Mike said, there's going to be so many more products coming along than actually sellers. But this program is actually teaching people how to do it correctly and get the word out to the masses the way we want it out to the masses. So if anything, it's going to help grow our business. Plus, as you'll see from working with us, the more collaboration actually is a better thing for all of us, and makes our life all easier. Because I mean, obviously, just the collaboration from that we're learning here tonight, how we can all, the 10 of us can work together and make our businesses even easier is worth the wait. That just if no one joins, then we are still in a good place, just from what we've done here as a group. And so that's and I mean that sincerely. I know it's been a lot of work to promote this, but the bonds that we're making with our group here is tremendously worth its value as well. I did see an email a question come through, and they bounced around so fast. Holy cow! Let's see. If you guys see something before me, let me know. But I saw one, and then it already jumped up so fast I didn't get a chance to do. Are there modules specific to a time of day, or can they access them anytime? Like I have a crazy schedule. Bill, the modules will be released once a week, and you can access them at any time, and you'll always have the recordings from them. So you can only access the module that's current, and then after that you can access them all the time. Hey, why are Matt and Jason not here? Just wondering. Because Matt and Jason are the founders, the co-founders of ASM, and they do their own webinars. You'll get some emails from them. They'll do some webinars and hangouts next week. This is just it's just a group of sellers that we put together, experts that we're doing this, promoting this course on our own. So I'm sure that if I were to ask one or two of them if they would guest speak for one of us, they might, if we can bring a tremendous amount of volume into our group, and we could do that. But right now, no, they're very busy too with this launch. I know they have quite the group of people of support that they flew in Austin, Texas, which is where the company is located as far as the main offices, and they're just all getting ready for some crazy hours over the next at least a little more than a week. I have paid. Where's that one go? I paid $10 for courses that did nothing for me. Oh, that's Julian. Julian, I paid $2,000 that have done nothing for me. Let's see. As far as the cost for the course, that will come out tomorrow. But just to give you guys a heads up, in the past it's been one payment of $3,500 or 4 payments of $1,000. And like I said, that is in my opinion actually cheap. It should be a lot more than that, but it makes it so you guys can afford it, or so most people it's in their range. Anyway, you guys see any more questions coming in?
Yeah, Dave, I see another question here. Ask about the average time frame it took from when we got started in the course as to when we first got our product live on Amazon. And I'll go ahead and kind of jump in on that. Maybe everybody else wants to give their input on that too. You know, a big part of it is, having some ideas, being able to flush out the products, and going through the process, and certainly, by about week 5 or 6 into the course, there's a very reasonable expectation you should be able to have your product live, up and running. At this point, that puts you, pretty close to right about that November, December time frame. You should still be able to see some sales yet for Christmas and the holiday selling season. You'll have to work quickly and smartly and do some marketing to make that happen, but there's certainly no reason you can't sell quite a bit of product in your first month based on the time frame you guys are coming in.
I started late. I started in Module 3, which is the 3rd week. So I started 3 weeks in. By 6 weeks in, I had my product sourced from China and up available for sale. So it can be done very quickly.
And if you guys are one of the first 50 to get that webinar we're going to do Monday, you'll be able to get started much quicker because that fast start bonus is definitely huge. Is everyone in this group mainly in one niche, or people managing products in more than one niche? That's a good question. Personally, I would recommend that everyone just start with one product, and that's what ASM is going to talk about. I made the mistake in the beginning by starting with too many products. I thought that like I said, I jumped into it. I got a whole bunch of products. I want to get them all up there for the Christmas holiday season, and I just had too many, and then I had to focus on a few after when January hit. So I'm personally in 2, and it's because I love technology. So I'm in the cell phones and accessories niche, and my wife loves health and beauty, so she focuses on the health and beauty niche. So we're in 2 niches. Anyone else want to share on that might be in 1 or multiple niches?
I'm in 1 niche. My brand is multiple products, but it's all covered in one niche.
This is Miners. I'm in 2 niches, and I would think the biggest thing that I found that's important is to not extend yourself too wide on niches, because you're going to be building a list, you're going to be doing marketing and other things that you want to be able to use, the leverage of the same vehicles that you set up to promote to all your products. So to the degree that you can either stick with one niche or make sure that your niche are attracted to a market segment that would like both types of products. That's important, because you want to leverage your marketing and not be duplicating.
Thank you, Miners, for sharing. I think that most of us on this call are, everyone else pretty much 1 niche, yes?
I'm in 2 different niches. And I can say that initially when we started, because of my background and my experience with Amazon, I probably got a little overzealous. And we had 5 products within 2 months. So I would say, even though I had massive Amazon experience, I did not know how to market them all at once. So we had some SKUs sitting around for a while before we really got them off the ground. So it's kind of like dominoes. Once you knock one over, and staying in a niche is obviously important, especially when you're doing that. But you knock one SKU over, and then you use that to propel the next SKU, and so on and so on. So, but yeah, definitely staying within a niche and being able to remarket back to those people is huge.
Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. We saw some tax questions that are coming in and LLC questions. Obviously, with any business, you're going to have to pay your taxes on your earnings. It's going to be different from where you're located, so it's just like any business. We're not tax consultants here, and definitely not attorneys. So you want to make sure that wherever you are, that you want to focus on that. As far as the LLC questions, let's see. Jody said, "Can we do all this with just a business name or doing DBA to save money? Do an LLC later?" That is correct, Jody. You're right on. It's recommended to do the LLC after. Focus right now on doing business as, and just setting up a business name, and then going for the LLC later when you start getting some sales and things going through. So yes, you're exactly right. Do we need a license? It depends, actually. If you are in, I believe, health and beauty, you will need suppliers in the U.S. You will need to go through to have a business license. It's very easy to go to do. If you're in the United States, you just go down to your state office, I believe, and get a license. And wondering about all that aspect, can you share a little? Don't want any. Oh, there it jumped again. Don't want any of this to hold me up, and I want to conserve funds. Yes, you're right. That's hopefully that answered your questions, Jody. Just do what you need to do to get the business rolling, and then take it from there. Bill says, is there any info available on Amazon buyer demographics? Yes, Bill, we will talk about buyer demographics and where to find all that stuff in our bonus webinars, and I believe in some of the training too. Assuming you find a product based on the analysis that Matt and Jason explained in their video, would we need to find a supplier and private label the product? Yes, you will want to do that, because you want to have your own product, and that's the whole framework of this business, is to market your own product with your own brand. And what I always tell people is make the product better, make better product, better packaging, and then outdo the competition, and you can sell for a premium price as well. So yes, that hopefully answers that question. Anyone else seeing things you want to answer that hasn't been answered yet?
Yeah, Dave, I've got one here that I'd like to chip in on. One of the questions has been about the timing of the course, and well, I've got something. I'm going to be out of town next week. My other job has me at a business webinar. How am I going to be able to keep up? My timing is not going to be good. I can't get started with this right away because I'm busy next week, or I've got something going on the first week of November. How do I keep up with this course? You know, and the beauty of this course is this information is not going to go away. There is not your ability to sign up and get in is very limited, and it's only just that 1 week window. But once you are in, this information will continue to be available to you in your back-end office, and it will be available to you as a resource that you can go back and look at these videos again and again. And this is not a limited time. It's not on our time frame for your success. It's up to you. And if you take 10 weeks or 12 weeks or 18 weeks to go through the course to find your first product, that's really going to be on your time frame. And everybody has a different timeline for their own success. So don't feel like you're going to have to put enormous amounts of hours to try to get your first product up and running and keep everything on time module by module, because you're not going to be locked out of the course. You are going to have continuing access to come back and review the material. And if you have a couple hours a week or 10 hours a week, 15 hours a week, whatever time you have that you want to spend on your business will really determine your own personal timeline for success. And this is a timeline that truly you will be able to set up because you will not be locked out of the course.
And I don't know what I did, but I clicked on something and I lost my chat box, so I'm blind to new messages coming in for some reason. You guys see anything else? Maybe we can take a few more questions and we'll wrap it up. I do. There's a question that, because I've been getting a lot of emails back from people from our announcements that we've been sending in just our updates and stuff. And one of the things I want to address was, people were saying, hey, there's other cheaper programs out there that are available than ASM. There's other training that, it's basically they go through and say, hey, we're just like ASM. No, they're not. If you want to go for a cheaper thing, you're going to get what you pay for. So there are some stuff out there that the only way that people can try to compete with ASM is to say that they're better, just as good and cheaper. Good luck. You're not going to have anything close. I've never seen anything like this before. So you don't want to do that. Also, people said, is this drop shipping? Is this DS domination? Has been a popular thing that comes up, and this is just light years ahead of anything. Obviously, not drop shipping because we're private label. And I know DS domination. I actually know a couple of the guys that launched that program. I'm good friends with Kevin and Hitesh, who are some of the co-founders of DS Domination, and they actually started this other program last summer to try to keep up with what ASM has done, and it's still a multi-level thing. It's not your own business. With this, it's your own business. It's not multi-level. You don't have to worry about other people. You don't have to drop ship. Everything's done through you, through Amazon with FBA. I have hundreds of orders shipped a day. I don't package one of them. It gets done for me. So as we're on this call, I can go check my stats, and I'm sure I had 30, 40 orders go through. So as we're all sitting here, we're all making money in our product business, and that's just the way it works. And we don't have to see those products, and we don't deal with them. They're already done. So I hope that answers some of the questions that we were getting emailed. Anything else, guys? You seeing any questions in there? Oh, okay. I think you guys were posting some things in here. If you were starting out and choosing between two niches and one niche isn't as exciting to you but looks very profitable versus another niche that you are passionate about but seems a little tougher to get started in, any thoughts on what you'd recommend? Go with your passion or go with your better opportunity if you had to choose starting out. Be honest with you, Lance, I would go with the thing that you're more passionate about. You're going to have more fun with the business if you're going for your passions rather than for the money. Most people that shoot for the money, it's just not going to be as rewarding for you. And when you're actually talking to your customers, they know they'll see your passions back behind the product. So I personally will go for the thing that you're passionate about, and you'll find tremendous opportunities in those passions. There's so much opportunity out there. It's going to blow your mind when you start doing the researching, and you'll see the different opportunities that are out there. Assuming you find a product that's based on the analysis that Matt and Jason explained in their video, would we need to find a supplier? And we already answered that one before. So anything else? Are we about good to call it a night here at 2 hours and 11 minutes into our presentation? What do you guys think? I don't know about you, but I'm ready to eat dinner because I know that I know Janae already had some sushi. I think she ate before the call. She made me hungry. I didn't get a chance to go. I was setting up and getting everything done, and I haven't eaten. Although it is only 6 o'clock here, I did get a text from my wife saying dinner's ready, and that was 45 minutes ago. So hopefully that she kept it available for me and didn't have it all eaten. Otherwise, I'll be going out to find sushi because that's what I'm thinking about now. Janae has talked about it for so long. So I think we're all good. Everyone's giving thumbs up. Miners, I appreciate you staying on the call. I know Miner said he had company. He'd get off after an hour and a half, but he's still right there smiling right away. So apologize, please, to your guests and hopefully they understand why you were still on the call with us. And all you guys, just taking the time at this. None of us are, we're doing this out of our own passions to help you and to help you make a good decision about this course and to coach you every step of the way with the course as well. So I hope you guys have seen that the transparency from each of us, and that we're here to help you and work together with you. So any closing comments? Anyone want to close out some things or reiterate some stuff?
Yeah, I'd like to say something.
I didn't mean you, Jeff. Anybody else want to say something?
Well, we'll see you tomorrow then, Dave.
Okay, go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, I mean, it may seem like a late night for some of us because a lot of us in this business don't work this late. But this is actually really fun because the beautiful thing is if I were working a corporate job and I were still maybe in a meeting it's East Coast time, I believe it's 9:15, and it's West Coast time right now, it's 6:15. Even if it were 6:15 and I was working a regular 9 to 5, I'd be like, my gosh, I gotta go home, I gotta do all this stuff, and tomorrow morning I gotta get ready for work. What's beautiful is I can walk 30 feet to my office. I check my numbers in the morning, and I've already made money for the day. And there's no better feeling than that. And there's just something about it. Every day to me right now feels like a weekend day. It really does. And I can't, until you've been there and been in that position where you work from home and you actually enjoy sitting down and doing what you do. It's unexplainable. Basically, it's like being on vacation, except I'm going to do a little work here and there. Now, that's at this point. Obviously, it is work initially. But when you get comfortable, you start making money and you start moving product, and you can really, hey, I'm gonna pound it out from 7 a.m. to noon, and the rest of the day is free. There's just something about that and you can work full days if you want. Depends how fast you want to grow your business, and the sky's the limit. So I'll leave it at that. But like I said, there's no better feeling than, hey, tomorrow's Friday, but it's tomorrow Friday? Tomorrow's Friday, right?
No, tomorrow's Thursday.
Tomorrow is Thursday. I'm sorry. See, I don't even know what day it is. Every day's a weekend. But yeah, it's amazing. So I just want to leave it at that.
Anyone else? I think we've all taken so much time and shared a lot. So yeah, let's call it a wrap with that there. And if by chance there's any other questions that haven't got answered, just reply to our emails. Actually, probably the best place to do it is to post it in the Facebook group or fan page you're a part of. That's a good place to get answers because a lot of times it's the same kind of questions other people are asking, so it's good for everyone to see it all together. Don't forget the course ASM launches at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, which is October 16th. And don't forget about those fast start bonuses. Jump on those things, highly valuable. Make sure you are going through our link and then or the links that you got from our team. Like we said, if you for some reason you haven't got one, make sure you get a hold of me and we'll do a generic, which is full team link. And also instructions. Make sure you guys are, after you purchase the course, forward that your welcome email from ASM, the invoice that you got, to one of the emails that we provide you, so we make sure that we are crediting you with those bonuses and we can set you up correctly. And I think that's it. Any other announcements, guys, you think that we missed there, or is that good? Okay, good. The only other thing I'm going to say is we will be doing a couple of calls next week, but those are going to be for people that are kind of still on the fence. If you're listening to us or if you've taken the time to listen to over 2 hours of us, I would doubt you're still on the fence. I can tell from the chat box there that I think everyone's ready to go. So looking forward to working with you guys. And again, thank you all for being on this call, and we look forward to talking to you again. Have a good night, everyone, or wherever you may be. We'll talk soon. Take care.
Good night, everyone.